Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're new here, please subscribe down below and turn on those notification bells. Okay, so as you've probably read by today's title, I'm going to be doing a sixth form back to school haul. If you didn't already know, I'm going to be going into year 12, which is the start of sixth form in the UK. So I have brought a few new stuff just to help me, and also some of this stuff is going to be stuff that I had previously brought in previous years but I haven't used. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to start with is my folders. So I've brought quite a few folders, but a lot of them are from past years where I haven't used them or I've cleared out my folders from GCSE. So first of all, I have this big lever arch file. So if I open it, it's just a normal folder, but inside it has got like these. So it's really good for putting a lot of papers in there, and as I'm going to be going into sixth form, I might have uni stuff to think about or like all different subjects. So this is just a nice big thick folder to have. Also, I'm not sure if it's going to come up on the camera, but there it has paper measurements, and you can also label the folder as to what you want to put in it. Okay, so the next folder is another big folder. It's more of like a girly folder, as the other one was quite dark blue and I quite like blue, whereas this one's more of a girly one. But inside it still has some of my GCSE stuff in there, and it has these cute little like paper clips with ribbons on them, so I could just use those to bookmark anything. And it also has this extra plastic wallet inside of it as well, so in case I need to put any small little documents or ID in there, I can. But again, this is another good folder. I'm not sure if you can see this, but in the middle it also has, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it's really good for holding down thick papers because it's less likely to break. And in sixth form I will more than likely end up having a lot of papers, so I could just use these folders to maybe put like notes or important information in and stuff like that. And then next I'm moving on to the smaller ones. So first of all, I have just this silver one. Originally I think it was like a mermaid one, but I just put like a silver piece of sticky back on it because I didn't really like the mermaid pattern. But I was actually using this one for Spanish, and as you can see it has some of my Spanish revision notes in it. So I'll probably end up using this one maybe for year 12, and then in year 13 I'll probably change to like a bigger folder as I probably have more content to learn. And then next is this one, and this is just a marble folder. I quite like the pattern marble, so I'll probably be using this one as well. Like I'll be using all of them. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in these folders, but this one's also blank inside, but it's smaller and it has the rings that you just pop out with your fingers. And then next is this one, which is like a flamingo design. All it has in it is just like one plastic wallet, but I'm not really too keen on the flamingo design as it's not really mature. It's more for like maybe younger years, so I'll probably just keep this folder at home, and then the other ones like the marble ones and the silver one I'll probably take to school with me. And then I have another blue one. It says mermaids have more fun, but that's probably another one which I'm going to keep at home because I don't really think it's quite mature for sixth form, so I'll probably just prefer to keep this one at home. Maybe I have like a home folder with my stuff in it or like my notes. But again, this is just like another one. It has a nice little pattern inside of it. I quite like the pattern, just like white polka dots on a blue background. So those are all of my folders. It may seem like a lot of folders, but I'm more than likely going to end up using them for something, as in sixth form I'm taking three A levels. I'm also doing an EPQ, and I'll have university stuff to think about, and I'll just want everything in their folders. And also some folders I might just have at home, or I might just want to keep a folder in my locker at sixth form, so I will be using this. And all those folders, it may look like I brought a lot of folders, but all those folders I've actually had before. I had them from GCSE and I brought them in like year 9 or something, so they've kept quite good, so I really didn't go out and buy new folders. And the one with the plastic on it, my mum just gave it to me because it was just a spare folder, and I thought it would just be quite good to have as it's quite big and sturdy. Okay, so next I have this notebook, which is just like a normal notebook. It just has pages in it like this, and I'm mainly just going to use it just to write anything rough down, or just to have a spare paper in my bag because you never know what could happen. And then I also have this smaller one. So this smaller one, I'll probably end up using it for maybe if I have a careers meeting, if I go out, because I could just jot small notes in there, and it's nice to fit in like your bag, and it might even be able to fit into a pocket as it's so small. Okay, so next I'm moving on to all the flashcards that I have. So first of all, these aren't flashcards, but they're just little post-it notes, they just say don't forget, and I could just use them just to put little notes up around the place. Or if I have an exam, I could just stick a post-it note on the fridge and just remind me, just to write small little notes down. And then I have got these flashcards, and these ones are color coded. I'm not sure if you could see that, but they have red, and then they have blue, and then yellow and green. So I could actually use those for all my different subjects, like maybe red for Spanish, blue for business, that sort of stuff. And then next I have this one. This one I actually used at GCSE. So this one, it actually has some of my English notes in there and my science and maths notes as well, which I just used. But I think I'm going to use this one for sixth form as well, but maybe to write exam questions and essay questions, as I have heard for economics that it is heavily essay based. So if I just wrote some small little essay points in here, then I could just remember them maybe for the exam. Or I could just write exam style questions on them and have model answers, so then I could just remember those. So that's what I'll be using those for. Then I have these ones. They just say revision cards in them. They look a bit girly as well. And I use these ones for science as well, but mainly for physics. But I'm not too sure if I'm going to be using them, as they are quite full. But I have them, and some of them are actually empty, so I could also use it just to write any small notes, or if I learn a new topic, I could just write down what I've quickly learnt there. And then next I have these ones. So these are new, as you can see they're still in the packet, and these ones, if the other bigger ones run out, then I could just use these ones, and I could just hole punch them into like the little journal, so that I don't lose them. Next is these ones, which say index cards. I mainly used these ones for, I think, RE. Yeah, I mainly use them for like RE, if you could see that. And these ones I'll probably end up, I don't know if I'll end up using them a lot, as I already have quite a few flashcards. But what I do like about them is they have like this little ring on the side, so you could just attach it to like your bag, or at like the end of something, or hook it onto something so you don't lose them. And then I have these ones. These ones are actually the ones that the school gave us when we started GCSEs in year 11, and they're just like normal flick through cards. I use these ones for maths. As you can see, most of the stuff I used before for like different subjects. I might not use them as much, as you can't like take them out or change the order as you can with the other ones. And it also doesn't have separators in it, whereas like this one, I'm not sure if you could see it, but there's little like separators in them, so I could use it and label it for my different subjects. But this one doesn't really have it, so I could probably just use it maybe when I'm doing my EPQ, as I will be doing an EPQ in year 12. So I could just use this one to maybe write notes in there and just keep everything all together. But what I do like about it is that it has all of these different binders in them, so there's literally no chance of the flashcards ripping out unless you pull it out hard, whereas with some of them it might only have like one, or it might have two, and it can easily rip out. Or if it gets wet, as it rains a lot in London, then it might get soggy and it could ruin it, whereas if there's loads of them, then it's less likely to rip out. So I quite like these ones. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are count as flashcards or not, but they're like sticky notes. Next I have this little sticky notes pouch that my mum got me. So here it has like big ones, so you could just write something big on there. And then it has the smaller ones, which are right here. And then there's different coloured ones, so you could use it to label different things. So for example, I might use one to label about university stuff, or one to label about sixth form stuff, or any exams. And it will just help me keep nice and organised, and I can also colour coordinate what I'm going to do, all the subject. Okay, next thing I'm moving on is pens. First of all, the pens that I mainly write with are these Papermate Inkjoy pens. And as I'm left-handed, these are really good, because when you're left-handed and when you write, as you write along the page, it starts to smudge, whereas these ones, they don't smudge. So I actually have quite a lot of them. So I have this pack, which is unopened, and then I also have these in my little desk pot, which I could probably just use at home. And then these ones I might put in my pencil case for school. And then next I'm moving on to like the colourful pens now, because those are the only pens that I really write with in school. Literally just those pens, as I cannot find any other pens that don't smudge or keep my handwriting neat. But next I have these pens. They're the Stabilo .88. I'm not sure if you could see that. There. Yep, these ones. So these ones are more going to stay at home, and they're more going to be for when I make notes and stuff like that, as they are quite colourful. So I use them when I make notes at home, or any time I'm making flashcards at home, as they are quite nice and I don't want to take them to school and lose them by accident. And then next we have these ones. These are more like calligraphy pens, so I could just use them for making titles stand out. Because if I take one of these pens, at the top it has a thinner end like this, and then on the other side it has more of calligraphy and like that. I'm not sure if you see it. Just like that, and it's like kind of like a paintbrush when you do it, and it makes really nice titles, so I could just use those whenever I'm making my notes or my titles or anything like that. Okay, so sorry if the lighting looks different, but I literally just paused the video for about a minute and now it's just gone cloudy all of a sudden. Outside is literally just a blank white sky, so the sun has gone down and the lighting may look a bit different, but I'm going to continue on with the video. Okay, so next what I have this roll of washi tape. So you may be wondering,
oh my god, why do you need tape for sixth form?
Well, I'm just going to use it to colour code my flashcards and my notes, because if, say for example, I might need my business flashcards, then I would know that they would be in red, so it would just make it easier to colour code stuff. Also, if you fold the tape in half, you could make like little tabs on top of folders to help you identify what is in that folder. Also, I think it would look quite cute on some flashcards and stuff, and maybe wondering,
oh my god, but you shouldn't be making cute notes and stuff.
But it would just help them look a bit more colourful and maybe like motivate me to revise. Okay, so next I have this scientific calculator. It's just a normal Casio blue scientific calculator, and the reason why I'm going to be needing a calculator for sixth form is because I'm taking business and economics, so they both have maths in them. For example, I know that business has finance questions in it like break even and cash flow charts, but I'm not too sure about economics, so I'm just keeping my calculator with me just in case. And fun fact, I've actually had this exact same calculator since year 7. It has actually kept that good. So next are all of my rulers. So first of all, I have just this normal 12-inch 30cm ruler, and this one's a hard one, so I'm probably going to keep it at home so it doesn't snap. And then I have this bendy one, which is actually a bit too bent at the moment because I've been bending it a lot. But I'm not too sure if I'll take this one to school or keep it at home, as I do have this one which I can take to school. So it snaps in and out, so it can easily fit into any sort of pencil case. And I've had this since about year 11. At the middle of year 11 I got it because I thought, wow, this is actually quite cool. So I'll probably end up taking this one to school and leaving the other two at home. So next I have this pack of 10 colourful pens. So they come in black, orange, blue, purple, green, red, pink, literally almost all the colours. So these are different from the other ones which look like these, because these ones are more fine liners, they're more for going over details, whereas these ones you can actually write in them, and I would prefer to write in these ones as they are less delicate. So I have these, and they're just going to be to highlight keywords. I could write keywords in there, or any definitions or any equations that I might learn, or for example I'm going to be doing Spanish, so any new words I learn I could write in a different colour. So for example I might write it in red, and then the English I can write in blue, and they'll both be different colours that can stand out. And then I have this Papermate Ink Joy pen, there it is, which looks like this, and it has 4 different colours on it. It has purple, green, blue and pink. So again, like I'm saying, if I learn anything new I could just use it to highlight or underline. And I've had this pen for quite a while, and the ink still hasn't started to go, so it's quite a good pen that I could use for sixth form. Also, instead of bringing all those other pens to school, instead of bringing 10 pens, I could just bring one pen that has 4 different settings on it. Okay, so next are my highlighters, and I have these Stabilo Boss highlighters. They come in a pack of 6. They have pink, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple, and they're also good because you could use them to color code. They're different colors, and what I like about them is, as I said before, I'm left-handed, so whenever I use stuff it smudges, but these ones, they do not smudge even though I'm left-handed, so they're quite good to use, and I've had these for a while and they're still going quite good. And then next I just have a load of different pencils. There's nothing really fancy about these pencils. They're just like, there you go, they're just sharpened as I wanted them ready, but they're just normal regular pencils. And it's always good to have pencils in your pencil case, even though you might not need it, because you could use it to draw diagrams, or if you're unsure about something you could write it in pencil and then rub it out later. So pencils are always a good thing to have. Then with the pencil I have a sharpener. This sharpener I actually got for 50p from, I think it was Tesco or something like that, and it's a really good bargain because, I'm not sure if you see, but in there it has 2 different holes. So it has a smaller one for normal pencils, and it has a bigger one which is maybe used for large fat colouring pencils. So I could use that as well, and if I have any type of pencil it will be able to sharpen it. And then to go with this sharpener I have this rubber. I think I also got it from Tesco, but I think it was £1, and it just slides in and out like that, so it just keeps it protected from any dust. And it's always good to have a rubber with the pencil, because in case you make any mistakes you could rub it out. And then I have these 2 pairs of scissors. So I have a large one and I have a smaller one, and I'm not going to be bringing these to school. I'm just going to be keeping them at home on my desk, just in case I have anything that I might need to cut out, or any sorts of papers or anything like that, or if I get like a letter home I might need to just cut it out, and I will have my scissors ready. Then I have a glue stick, which is this. It's just a really small one just for me to keep in my pencil case. I'm just going to need it just in case we get any sheets to stick in at school. I'm not too sure if we'll be getting sheets as we are going into sixth form, so maybe they might want you to write instead of giving you sheets. Next I just have this little pouch, this little wallet, and it zips at the top like this, which is really good because also if this little zipper comes off, then you could just click it back together like this. So it's actually useful like that, and it's waterproof as well. So if I have anything really important that's small and I might need to put away, I could just put it in this and put it in my bag, and I won't have to worry about it getting wet, as it does rain quite a lot in England. So this is a good pouch. I think it's about an A4 size, but I just have these for now, and they have some of my history flashcards in them. And at the back are these post-it notes. I don't really use them much as they're like unicorn ones, and unicorns is not really what like 16-year-olds use, so I don't really use them that much. They're just in there. Also for school I have this Hydro Flask water bottle, so as I would want to stay hydrated throughout the day, I have this water bottle, so at school I could just fill it up with water, or even in the morning if it's cold, as in England it gets really cold in the winters, I could maybe put some hot tea in there and just drink it at school. And finally, last but not least, I have some face masks and some wipes. So I have the face mask because when we're going back to school, I'm not sure if we're going to need to wear face masks, as we will be in like classes, or if I'm on public transport as I take the buses to school, then I might need to wear a face mask. So I just have these, and they're actually kids ones, as I couldn't, like the adult ones were just too big for me. They were like covering like my whole face, so I got the kids ones. And then I have these wipes. They were about literally like 50p, and there's 40 of them in there. So if I'm just using anything, so I could just wipe it down like a keyboard or a table, or even just like on the bus, I could just wipe down the handrail in case I need to touch it. And they are lemon scented, and I love the smell of lemon. So these will be quite handy, and so will the face mask, as coronavirus is still around. So that's it guys, thank you for watching. This video was actually meant to go out on Friday, but it's probably going to end up going out on Saturday, as I had a few problems recording it and everything. So thank you for watching. Please like, please share, and subscribe down below. I currently have about over 20 subscribers, which was, I was like,
oh my god, like, did I really reach that much?
Also my Instagram will be down below, so make sure to go follow that. I will see you in another video.